Yeah, beat the Lakers. Beat the Lakers. Yeah, beat the Lakers. Beat the Lakers. Kings beat the Lakers. Yeah, Kings beat the Lakers. The Sacramento Kings are able to defeat the Lakers soundly after going down a little bit in the first quarter. Did you see that? Did you see how the Kings were so dominant against the Lakers this season? They went 4-0 against the Lakers. I want to say that's only the second time that's ever happened in Kings history. Pissed me out how this team is so good against some teams, yet so bad against other teams. In Sacramento, the Kings were able to defeat the Los Angeles Lakers 120-107. This brings the Sacramento Kings 11 games over 500. They are now 38-27, and the Los Angeles Lakers are now 36-31. The Kings are now in 6th place with the tiebreaker over the Suns. They are a half game over the Dallas Mavericks, who are in 8th place, and a game behind the Pelicans, who are in 5th place. Man, this is getting hot. This is getting heated. This West Coast division, this West Coast Western Conference race is crazy. Every game, every day, the standings are changing. People are going up and down. It's fluid every day. Kings are on a the Kings have a 2-game winning streak, and they need to keep flowing like this. Today is March 14, 2024. Y'all back? We back. Y'all back? We definitely back, and I'm glad you're here with me. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you're here for the whole video. I got some good points to make about the Kings. Yeah. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on with all my folks and all you Kings fans out there? It's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, and I'm back at you with another episode of the Kings Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay.
Ah! I love it.
Yeah, as you can see, the cup is full. I just got a refill. Oh man, that's good. Nice and warm. That's definitely going to wake me up. Yeah, that was great. Just like that win over the Lakers on the second night of the back-to-back for a great home victory and a 4-0 record against the Lakers this year. And today is Thursday.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Throwback Thursday.
But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
And my throwback for Throwback Thursday is going to be based on Harrison Barnes, who had a big 23-point scoring night last night and was our leading scorer. Remember when Harrison Barnes was in the dunk contest? Yeah, Harrison Barnes is a high flyer. He used to be a dunker, high flyer. I mean, he still dunks the ball, but dude was really in the dunk contest and really had some nice dunks. If you can, check that out. I'll put some, there should be some highlights on YouTube. I'll try to put some clips on here too as well. Last night, Harrison Barnes was hitting his shots and hitting his threes. Oh, man. My cup of Joe today, man. Well, a lot of people were talking about Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis got the start in Kevin Huerter's absence. Kevin Huerter's injured, currently injured, and Kevin Ellis stepped up big. He had 14 points, which is decent, which is a little more than what Kevin Huerter's been scoring. Oops. But it's not even his offense, it's his defense. Keon Ellis has been getting in there and getting scrappy and getting on guys, D'ing guys up from half court, which is not something Kevin Huerter really does. And now I'm not saying Keon Ellis should start the rest of the season, but man, he made a great case for it last night. His offensive production was perfect, and his defense was great. So it's one of the biggest stories of the game. The Kings are 4-0 against the Lakers this year. They went 3-1 against the Lakers last year. These freaking Kings, man, they are 7-1 versus the Lakers. They have the Lakers number at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Kings looked very dominant this game. I said they shouldn't start off with a big lead. They shouldn't let the Lakers start off to a big lead. And the Lakers did start off with somewhat of a lead, 5-6 point lead here and there in the first quarter. But the Kings were able to overwhelm that and smother the Lakers and just looked faster and quicker and were able to defeat the Lakers in the end, overpowered them with defense and scored more than them. So that's my cup of joe. Black, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. Quick stats. As I just said, Harrison Barnes with 23 big points on the night. De'Aaron Fox with a big 21 points on the night. Keegan Murray with a big 19 points on the night. Keon Ellis with 14. Domantas Sabonis with 17. 5 guys in double digits. The captain, Sabonis, with 19 big rebounds, 10 assists, another triple-double for Domantas Sabonis. Captain Sabonis, the glue, holding us down. The workman every night out there working and holding it down. Keegan Murray pitched in with 11 big rebounds. I like that, Keegan Murray. Great job on the boards. De'Aaron Fox with 7 rebounds. Malik Monk with 6 rebounds. Off the bench wasn't a whole lot of scoring. Malik Monk only had 8 points on the night, which is low for him. I mean, he didn't have to go in and score a ton of points because other guys were scoring, mainly the starters. Lakers, Austin Reeves had a big 28 points last night. Austin Reeves going in hardcore. The shooting guard. Anthony Davis had 22. Rui Hachimura had 20, and LeBron had 18, which is kind of low for him, but he had other guys scoring. D'Angelo Russell, who usually scores big against the Kings, only had 6. I attribute that to Keon Ellis holding him down. LeBron James was being guarded mostly by Harrison Barnes. He was only able to score 18, so great defense for those guys. LeBron had 13 big rebounds. Anthony Davis with 10 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell with 6 assists. LeBron James with 9 assists. He almost had a triple-double on the night. Team stats, both teams shot right around 50%. Kings 52, Lakers 48. 3-point percentage, they both shot well. 46 for the Kings, 43 for the Lakers. The Kings made 5 more three-pointers than the Lakers, which is 15 more points. Free throw percentages were average, about 75% for both teams. Most of the stats were pretty much even. Points in the paint, Lakers actually had 46 points in the paint. Kings had 38. It did not matter because the Kings were able to pull off the 13-point victory in the end. The Kings and the Lakers are tied after the first. After the second quarter, the Kings were able to close out the half well with a lead. In the third, they did not go lackadaisical and play down to their competition, which is they do a lot in the third periods. 28-17 in the third, and for damn near a wire-to-wire victory. They were losing a little bit in the first quarter. The Kings pull out the 13-point victory, 120-107. Eye test. Time to give the Kings an eye test. And the Kings look real dominant to me against the Lakers. If there's a team that they look dominant against, they look dominant against the Lakers. The Lakers will go up to their little lead or whatever. The Kings just overtake them. The Kings look faster than the Lakers. They look a bit younger than the Lakers. They look more active during the game, with the exception of like LeBron James, Rui Hachimura. The Lakers don't seem very active. Austin Reeves hits a lot of shots, and he was doing his thing. But other than that, I mean, they just don't have enough. The Lakers they look kind of old, to be honest. Just the way they play against the Kings, they just don't seem to have enough. The Kings played great defense. They were D'ing guys up from half court. Keon Ellis was, De'Aaron Fox was. And they looked great on offense. They scored enough offense. They were moving the ball around. All the guys were scoring. All the starters scored in double digits. Keegan Murray looked great. He wasn't just standing around settling for threes. He was going to the basket. He was getting dunks, getting steals and fast breaks. Keegan Murray's development is looking great. Harrison Barnes woke up last night and was our leading scorer, decided to have a 23-point game last night. And I believe, honestly, that's really big right there is Harrison Barnes. The fact that Harrison Barnes was able to score over 20 points just makes the game a lot easier for the Kings. And you can see it. You can just tell. As long as he's hitting, the Kings just seem to just flow. And, Domantas Sabonis is going to do his thing. De'Aaron Fox is going to do his thing. Keegan Murray is probably going to hit his shots. They brought Keon Ellis, who was scoring, which was a nice cherry on top of the cake with his defense. The Kings just looked good. They looked real cohesive. The Domantas Sabonis had a lot of gravity to where every time he got the ball, guys were double teaming, triple teaming. It was a time when he sucked all 5 players in, and he was able to kick it out for an easy 3. So that's how the Kings play. They just need to stick to that. That's my eye test. Bottom line, the Kings morning after. Bottom line. Today's bottom line is great victory for the Kings against another Western Conference team. The betting line was actually against them. Vegas thought the Lakers were going to win by 3, or the spread was at -3 for the Lakers. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Not sure why. Maybe they believe it's time for the Kings to collapse at this time of the year. I don't know. The Kings are holding it down on this home stretch, except for the game against Houston, which I thought they should have won. I thought it was an opportunity for another win. I guess I can't have everything, right? I can't have it all, but the Kings are holding it down so far with a resounding win against San Antonio and Milwaukee, and now the Lakers. So they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, with the exception of the Houston game, I would say. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're beating teams that they're supposed to beat. They're beating teams that are better than them as well, or considered better than them. So Kings, keep doing this. Another blueprint game, another game that you can take and write into your brain, into the history books, as to this is how we want to play moving forward. This is how we want to play against the Lakers and teams like the Lakers. And that's my bottom line. Next up, Saturday, March 16th in Sacramento, the Kings will be hosting the New York Knicks at 7 p.m. Be there or be square. And also subscribe so you can check out my review the day after. This is the first time the Kings are facing the Knicks, and it's at home, so great. I don't think they play them again this year, or they do play them again. They actually play them in New York in a couple weeks, in April, the early part of April. It's going to be interesting to see them play against this Eastern Conference team. The Knicks are in 4th place in the Eastern Conference at 38-27. So they have the exact same record as the Kings, but are in 4th place in their division. So that tells you how hard the Western Conference is. But it also shows that they're probably around the same level as the Kings. And we know the Eastern Conference teams play a lot of defense. I would say a little bit more than the Western Conference in general. So the Knicks are pretty much led by Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, kind of a 3-headed snake there. Julius Randle, you can say, is probably their big man leader. OG Anunoby, he was recently traded there, and Jalen Brunson was traded there in the beginning of the season, last year actually. So between those guys, those are probably the leaders of the team. Those are the guys that get the most points in the team. The Kings can't let Jalen Brunson score easy threes. They need to close out on him. Don't let him drive to the basket. Jalen Brunson is also a very good defensive player, even for his size. So they can't let that affect them. They're going to have to go at him. OG Anunoby is a very athletic center. They actually have him listed as a small forward. Julius Randle's listed as a power forward. I believe Anunoby plays a lot of center, though. They also have Mitchell Robinson at center. Dante DiVincenzo is on the team. Josh Hart, Isaiah Hartenstein, to name a few guys. This team is sort of a young team, sort of an upcoming team. They have a decent record. They're obviously 11 games over 500, so they're doing something right. The Kings can't allow Julius Randle to take over the paint or get more than, say, 10 rebounds, 20 points. OG Anunoby was a great addition. They have that 3-headed snake that most teams are looking for. They can't let him get in the lane and get easy shots around mid-range. And obviously, Jalen Brunson can't let him drive and close out on him. And the Kings can defeat the Knicks at home. Betting line. So the betting line's not out for the Kings yet because they don't play until Saturday. They usually do the betting line the same day, like midnight or whatever. But there are some other games on here that you can bet on. They say the Celtics are going to win by at least 5.5 against the Suns. The Rockets are at home. They're going to win by 8.5 against the Wizards. Bulls, they said the Clippers are in Chicago to play the Bulls. And they said the Clippers are going to beat them by at least 6.5. are by about 6.5. So how do you guys feel about those games? Are any of those games that you would bet on? Are any of those lines kind of weird to me? Do you think the Suns could beat the Celtics in Boston or lose by less than 5.5? If so, you can make a bet on that game and win a little bit of money. I use Bet US. That's the site I use here. And if you deposit money, they give you free money, and it'll help the channel out as well. So if you want to do some sports betting, click the link below for Bet US. Thanks. I got a question for y'all. How y'all feeling about the Kings standings at this point? They're currently in 6th, but they're tied with the Suns and have the tiebreaker. I always have said that I believe the Kings are a top 6 team in the Western Conference. Now they need to show it and prove it. Could they move up to 4th, 5th? I believe so. The Clippers are 41 and 23, so the Kings are actually like 3.5 games behind them. But if they just keep grinding, keep winning games, win as many games as possible, you never know what'll happen. They got to just take control of their destiny, just keep winning as many games as they can for this last 25 games of the season. How do you feel? Where do you think they're going to place? Leave a comment for me. Do you think they're going to be in the top 6? Do you think they're going to be in the play-in? Or do you think they're going to get bumped out the playoffs altogether? Make a comment for me. It helps the channel as well. Thanks. Also, guys, if you can, if you're still watching, please like the video. Like the video. Press like. It helps me grow. I'm new, but I'm trying to grow the channel. Also, please subscribe. If you like talking Kings, you like NBA basketball, Sacramento Kings news, stuff like that, go ahead and click subscribe. We're also going to be doing some more fun stuff in the future, too. We're going to do some live games and some live chat stuff and some documentary style stuff also, and some other really good shows as well. So I guarantee you're going to like the channel. Go ahead and click subscribe. Also, if you can, share the content. Why not? Help me out. You can share the content to any platform. I don't care. Let people know about the channel, or you can say I'm trash. I don't care. Just share the content. It helps me out. And also make a comment. Comments also help as well. Trying to kick the algorithm's ass here, guys. Trying to get some more viewers, some more subscribers. So help me out. I appreciate it. I have a motivational quote for you guys today. I Googled it, but this quote is from Carrie Ann Moss, and it goes like this. People tell you the world looks a certain way. Parents tell you how to think. Schools tell you how to think. TV, religion, and then at a certain point, if you're lucky, you realize you can make up your own mind. Nobody sets the rules but you. You can design your own life. So true, so true. People tell you the world looks a certain way. Parents tell you how to think. Schools tell you how to think. TV, religion. And then at a certain point, if you're lucky, you realize you can make up your own mind. Nobody sets the rules but you. You can design your own life. Yes. Great quote by Carrie Ann Moss, and it's so true. I remember growing up, schools, you know, you're going to school and they tell you you have to do a certain thing when you grow up. A certain job is the right job. Parents tell you you should be doing this, you should be doing that. You have your religion, you got the TV, which is constantly brainwashing you to think certain ways. Then you get to a point where you're like, wait a minute, I could do what I want to do, and I could make money in a million different ways. Set your own rules. Do it your way. You can design your own life. And that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I appreciate you joining me, especially if you're watching all the way this far, obviously. Hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you pressed the subscribe button. And hopefully you'll join me again on the next episode of The King's Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. Oh yeah, that's a good cup of Joe after that victory last night. But anyway, I'm out. But before you go, check out my moves. It's good.